Hey guys, it's Chrissy. Number one, yes, this is my natural hair before I actually get into the main topic of this video. Nice and curly and awkward and stuff. That's why I don't do it very often. But, the point of me making this video today, I wanted to talk about pregnancy. No, I'm not pregnant, and nobody that I'm actually close to is pregnant or anything. But, I've been seeing a lot, like, not just, this isn't directed at just like one person, but I've been seeing a lot of girls lately who are young, like 17, I'm only 16, like girls that are like 17, even my age, who are getting pregnant, and then they sit there and they act like it's a big deal because they're upset, obviously, because it is a big deal, but they act like it's less of a big deal than it is. They don't, you can tell they're worried, but they're not worried about the right things. Like, so if you get pregnant at this age, number one thing is, if you keep this baby, if the baby lives, if you have it and you actually plan on keeping the baby, you have to realize what that means for you. Like, you don't have a life after that. Like my mom, she had my sister at the age of 16. She told me herself, she was like, it ruined everything for me. She couldn't go to prom and actually have a good time. She couldn't go out with her friends. She couldn't do all the normal things that a teenager should be able to do because she had to stay home and take care of her baby. Like, she had so much things going on. Like, well, at least at this point in time, obviously this isn't true for all people. Her parents and her boyfriend at the time's parents made them get married. She was married at the age of 16 with a baby. And that's hard to deal with. Like, maybe not everyone has it go that far, and maybe at our age, with what you're doing with your life, maybe you won't, like, be able to keep the baby, maybe you'll have a miscarriage or whatever, but you can't just, like, be totally cool, go have sex with people unprotected, and be like, oh, well, I'm young and I do drugs, so I'll probably have a miscarriage. Like, not even gonna get into the topic of drugs in the first place, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many different things that go into it. Like, recently, I was talking to two different girls, actually. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of girls that I know that are pregnant right now. One of them is 17 and one of them is just turned 18. And they're both pregnant and they both do drugs, like heavy drugs, frequently. One of them said that she was going to keep the baby. Okay, so if you're a druggie and you're pregnant and you find out 6 weeks in, I know that's only a month and a half, but it's your first trimester and you're doing acid, like a lot of it, or LSD or any of that hardcore drugs, the baby's not going to turn out okay. And if you're going to keep well, most likely, and if you're going to keep the baby, you have to deal with those consequences. Like, sometimes I think that these girls who are saying they're going to keep them don't realize what a big change in your life it is, because you lose everything. I mean, I don't know, it bugs me. Sometimes, obviously, condoms and birth control don't help, and you get pregnant anyways, but what I hate seeing is those girls who freak out about being pregnant and have like a mental breakdown and they don't know what to do, when days before that they were talking about how it's so much better to use it to do it without a condom, or birth control makes you moody, so I'm not going to do it. Well, yeah, those are risks that you have to take and like things that you have to sacrifice, where you're going to end up in the position that those girls are in and you're going to be pregnant and you're not going to know what to do. And I know I probably sound like I'm rambling right now, but it bugs me because these girls just don't understand. Like, if I'm going to go sleep around with someone, I'm going to use a condom and I'm going to use birth control, and if I still get pregnant, obviously that's a risk that I'm going to have to take. But when you know that you're not, like, when you're a person who isn't on birth control and you don't use a condom, you should know. That should just be a thought, that you know that you could get pregnant. And therefore you shouldn't be doing drugs. Well, technically, at that age, you shouldn't be doing drugs at all. But if you are, and you're doing it when you're messing around with other people, then you should just realize that that's what's going to happen to you. I mean, not everyone, obviously, but if that happens to you, you can't sit there and complain like it's so unexpected, because that's what happens. It's just, I had to rant about that because it's horrible, and I hate seeing girls who end up in that position, because it sucks because I know people who are in those positions, and my mom went through that too. And I hate seeing that. I just want all you girls out there, and guys especially, too, because it's not only the girl's decision or the girl's thoughts. Like, the guys have to think about this too. Be prepared. Do what you need to do. And if you end up in the position where you're pregnant and you don't know what to do, you need to realize that you need to look back on the decisions that got you in that place. And I don't know, I just wish those kinds of people the best of luck, I guess. That's all. Love you guys. Bye.